Arsenal edge Palace in the Ease Bowl. A gritty win fuels title hopes. In a match that was more grind than glamour, Arsenal emerged victorious in what fans cheekily dubbed the Emirates Ease Bowl, securing a crucial 1-0 win over Crystal Palace and extending their winning streak to 7 games across all competitions. The game's lone goal came from a well-worked set-piece, finished with finesse by Emirates Ease, ironically, against his former side. It marked Ease's first Premier League goal of the season, and while the celebration was subdued, it was unmistakably heartfelt. The Palace away fans, who have long admired Ease's artistry, would have recognised the signature touch, a composed strike, threaded through traffic with surgical precision. Arsenal weren't at their fluid best. The midfield lacked its usual rhythm, and Palace's compact shape frustrated their attempts to build through the lines. Yet, as has become their hallmark this season, the Gunners found a way. Whether through grit, guile, or sheer persistence, they continue to churn out results, even when the performance isn't pristine. Palace, for their part, showed flashes of threat, particularly in transition. But Arsenal's back line, marshalled by the ever-reliable William Saliba and Gabriel, held firm. David Raya made a couple of key saves late on to preserve the clean sheet, and Mikel Arteta's side saw out the final minutes with maturity and control. The result takes on added significance given the weekend's wider context. Both Manchester City and Liverpool suffered defeats, opening the door, just slightly, for Arsenal to re-enter the title conversation. With momentum on their side and rivals faltering, hope begins to flicker once more in North London. Arteta, ever the pragmatist, will likely downplay talk of silverware. But fans can be forgiven for dreaming. This team, while not always dominant, has developed a winning habit. And in a season where consistency may prove more valuable than brilliance, Arsenal's ability to grind out results could be the difference. As the final whistle blew and the Emirates faithful roared, one thing was clear: Arsenal are very much in the hunt. The Ease Bowl may not have been a classic, but it was another step forward, and in this campaign, every step counts. Arsenal's Premier League surge. Why rival fans are getting nervous. Arsenal's relentless form in the 2025-26 Premier League campaign has sent shockwaves through the fan bases of rival clubs. With Manchester City and Liverpool both stumbling in recent fixtures, the Gunners have seized the opportunity to climb to the top of the table, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. For fans of rival clubs, this isn't just a temporary blip. It's a warning sign that Arsenal might finally be ready to reclaim the Premier League crown after nearly 2 decades. Arsenal's ruthless consistency. Under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal have evolved into a tactically disciplined, mentally resilient, and physically dominant side. They've won 6 consecutive matches, conceding just 1 goal in that stretch. Their 1-0 win over Crystal Palace, while not flashy, was emblematic of a team that knows how to grind out results, something title-winning sides must master Premier League. This consistency is what makes rival fans nervous. While Manchester City and Liverpool have both dropped points recently, City losing to Aston Villa and Liverpool slipping to 6th, Arsenal have capitalised, opening up a 4-point lead at the top. In a season where traditional powerhouses are faltering, Arsenal's steadiness is a serious threat. A shift in power. For years, the Premier League title race has been a 2-horse race between City and Liverpool. But this season, that narrative is shifting. Pep Guardiola himself admitted that he expects both Arsenal and Liverpool to slip up, but his comments also reflect a growing concern. Arsenal are no longer the underdogs, they're the pace-setters. What's more, Arsenal's squad depth and tactical flexibility are proving decisive. With players like Gabriel, William Saliba, and David Raya forming a rock-solid defensive core, and attacking threats like Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli firing on all cylinders, Arsenal are no longer reliant on individual brilliance, they're a well-oiled machine. The psychological edge. There's also a psychological element at play. Arsenal's young squad, once criticised for lacking experience, now exudes confidence and maturity. Their ability to win tight games and maintain composure under pressure is unsettling for rival fans who remember the Gunners' past collapses. Moreover, the fear isn't just about Arsenal winning, it's about what it represents. A title win would validate Arteta's long-term project, attract even more top-tier talent, and potentially usher in a new era of dominance. For fans of clubs like Tottenham, Chelsea, and even Manchester United, that's a nightmare scenario. The supercomputer says, even predictive models are starting to favour Arsenal. A recent supercomputer simulation placed them as favourites to win the league, especially after punishing Liverpool's recent slump. While history warns that early leaders don't always finish first, Arsenal's current form suggests they're built differently this time. Conclusion. Rival fans aren't just scared of Arsenal winning the title, they're scared of what it means. A changing of the guard. A new powerhouse rising. And perhaps, the end of an era dominated by City and Liverpool. If Arsenal keep this up, the Premier League landscape might be on the brink of a seismic shift.